up, guys? It's Joe with Deranged. So you're here to see King of the Hammers, and I'm going to take you there and show you some of the highlights here pretty quick from the UTV Action anyway. But before I do, I want to tell you a quick story. It was kind of funny how King of the Hammers played out for us this year on our trip, and it reminded me a ton of a trip that we took back in high school 100 years ago to a place called Havasupai. So Havasupai is basically paradise in the middle of hell. It is in the bottom of the Grand Canyon near the Colorado River, not too far away. You have to hike down into it. If you want to go there and have a good time, you need to go when it's hot because the water is not warm. And so you'll hike 10 miles down in through the middle of super hot desert weather, and then you'll arrive at paradise. So Garrett, myself, Dave, a couple of our friends, Nick and Dustin, who you've seen in some of our other videos, and my buddy Mike, we all went there at least a couple times for scouts. And so one summer, just after we graduated high school, we all decided, hey, let's take a trip to Havasupai, just on our own without the leaders and everything else, and just have fun. So we got there, we got up at the top of the Grand Canyon at around, 10, 11 o'clock at night, and then hiked down through the morning and then arrived at our camp spot somewhere around 7 o'clock in the morning. So we did a big long hike and then went and laid around and slept for a couple hours when we got to the bottom. Hike at night, it's not as hot. That's why we did it. So anyway, on this particular trip, we packed all the food and everything we needed, planned to stay there for 4 or 5 days. We got down to the bottom of the canyon. We had some fun. We did all the things that we did the previous 4 or 5 years. We did them all in the first 6 or 8 hours in the first day that we went down there. So all of us are sitting around kind of starting to get late afternoon lunch, early dinner prepared. And we start talking, man, we passed through Vegas on the way here. Might be fun to go hang out in Vegas. So we, after being at the bottom of the Grand Canyon for approximately 10 hours, maybe, somewhere around there, we decided, you know what, let's pack up. We'll leave our food here for the squirrels. We set all our food up out on a table for the next campers to take, and left some for the squirrels because they tend to eat out of your bag. And we decided to hike up out of the Grand Canyon. It really was a comedy of errors getting up out of the canyon that night. From my radio breaking that was, playing music in my backpack, to our friend Nick losing his mom's pan or denting it up that he had brought down into there and just getting really mad and frustrated out of it. And all the while we're trying to make really good pace hiking up out of the canyon. So we, as a bunch of stupid teenagers, hiked all the way down into the Grand Canyon, 10 to 12 miles each way, just to hike down in, not even stay a night, turn around and hike back out the next evening. So it was, this trip to the King of Hammers was real similar. It was also a comedy of errors just getting there. For starters, Garrett started to get sick a couple days before the trip. We all had to get tested for COVID before we went in, so he got tested for COVID and it wasn't COVID, and so myself and Dave just kind of pushed him a little bit, gave him a little bit of encouragement to come on down anyway. So he decided to take one for the team and do it even though he wasn't feeling very well. So we all got to the hotel. We hung out, had dinner the first night at Texas Roadhouse. Garrett is not feeling too well, but the rest of us are great. So myself, Dave, and Dustin and Garrett, we had a great dinner at Texas Roadhouse. And then headed out the next morning to the King of the Hammers to catch all the UTV action. Garrett, not feeling well, stayed back at the hotel. So we headed out. We had a good time there. It was a lot of fun. The first time we see the UTV action with just the UTV races only. The reason why is the previous times that we had gone before, we saw Ultra 4 and other stuff. So we had a lot of fun that day, but when we got home, Garrett was still feeling extra sick. And so we had a little bit of a discussion and decided the next day we weren't going to go to the King of the Hammers to see the Everyman Challenge or see the other races. We were going to head home. So we only caught the UTV action for you. We didn't get a ton of footage just because it was just the three of us. Garrett wasn't there to kind of help out. But we did have a lot of fun watching them, had a lot of fun connecting with Kawasaki while we were there. And then also another funny little piece of it, or sad or whatever, Garrett caught a nail in the tire on the way there, so he ended up having to get a new tire out of it, and ended up, because of another comedy of errors, getting 2 tires out of it. So overall, crazy trip to King of the Hammers. We had a lot of fun. I hope you enjoyed this footage here. You can see some of the action on this, on the King of the Hammers. This year they went backwards down Chocolate Thunder and then up and around, and I don't know what the obstacle was called. All I know is we watched the King of Motos guys do it last year on motorcycles, and it was psycho for the motorcycles. It was just as psycho for these UTVs to be going up this this obstacle. So we hope you enjoy the footage. If you haven't already, please subscribe. We really would appreciate it. There's definitely more content like this coming. You'll see plenty of other content related to UTVs, off-road, all that kind of stuff as well. So if you have subscribed, thank you so much. We really appreciate it. One more thing. If you are looking for parts or accessories or anything for your UTV or side-by-side or motorcycle or basically anything off-road, click our link to Rocky Mountain Off-Road down below. You can get the same great prices, shipping, service, and everything else that you normally expect from Rocky Mountain, but it does give us a little bit of a kicker as well, and it's a way for you to support the channel at no extra cost to you. So yeah, use that link that's in the description below, and help support the channel. With that said, guys, let's check out this footage.
Here we are, King of Hammers 2021. Chocolate Thunder. Who is it? Filbert. Yeah. Making friends.
Where are you at, buddy?
Checking something out. Could happen. He went right up that. Where are you headed, bud?
You could come out and cut across and go back in, but you can't come out over here. There we go.
Yeah, it looks like there's been at least one or two people taking that, right?
Yeah, they've been going both ways around that big rock, either up this side or up that side. They've been going either way, they've been making it.
Take the talent up there, Joe. Tonight.
Yeah, it ain't gonna happen.
You gotta try.
They'll never be the same.
No.
By tonight, it's gonna be brutal, I bet. Well, I think they're hearing something in there. Yeah, last year they come, I don't know.
They didn't go up this last year.
They come down, I guess, somewhere and went up that canyon we were at.
Should we run around and watch them go up? Yeah. Talk with Thunder for a while? Alright guys, have a good day.
Yeah, you
Too.
two take care. This case is bad. Is it figured out?
I figured it probably was. just wouldn't like the feeling of being alone. Like, you got nobody that helps you.
It's all on you. Dude, that sucker was just rowdy. He was gnarly.
Yeah.
Got it, dude.
Sorry, dude or gal.
Something like that.
Mitch Guthrie Sr.
No problem, dude.
Yeah, dude, that look easy. Apparently he's been doing this a little while.
Did he have a senior on his name?
Yeah.
That just automatically makes him better.
You got a senior on your name, you know what you're doing.
I gotta start putting senior every time I fill out a form. Check that little box.
They announced Ethan going into Teachers Park residency on Sunday.
Yeah.
And his name's Ethan Joseph Hunt.
Yeah.
And on the records or whatever it says, Ethan Hunt Jake. And so he was announced as Ethan Hunt Jr.
Oh.
That's funny.
So I'm starting to call him Junior. He was so pissed. Yeah, dude. Well, that was a little sketch. A little sketch.
Guy up there. The guy's up there getting dust out.
Oh, yeah. This is when I wish we had different equipment besides just a GoPro.
You gotta buy like a nice camera.
Well, if you're in 4K, you can stretch in pretty good.
Well, I'm not. I probably should be.
If you have two, I'd put one in 4K and one in 1080.
If we ever do this again, you just come here early and like park a truck or something right here.
Yeah.
Get a tripod out. Nice camera.
Back it up here. Sit back.
Yeah, you get some sick pictures.
Choosing a different line altogether. Where are you going, Mitch? Is he coming all the way back down and going around?
I don't know what he's doing.
Go to background where?
Yeah, go that far back.
Yeah, buddy, get rowdy with it.
Stay in it. There you go. Yeah, stay in it. Stay in it. Yeah. There you go. Nice. Very awesome. I mean, he should have just stayed in it. It's going to bounce him around. He should have just stayed in it.
On the front porch of my house.
Yeah. Well, it's not like you can't see the freaking flags.
I used to go down to your house when you lived further away, and now you're closer. I'd rather, bro, I Ubered from my truck was getting like fender flutter or something. I wanted to, so I sent it to a shop that was at the fender on. I Ubered from Northwell from my job.
Just stay in it, man.
You there? Dude, you're so terrible. It was like $170 long.
Yeah.
Oh my god. Oh, shall we? Oh, sorry, buddy. I was like, no. He's like, I guess I'll take yours.
He's like rolling into the front. He just needs to straight up mash it from the beginning. There you go. Go. Stay in it. Stay in it. Do it now. There you go, Mr. Taylor. Hallelujah. Nobody's happier than his freaking co-driver. You know, get back in and sit down. Alright guys, I hope you enjoyed the footage from the King of Hammers, the UTV Action anyway. Like I said, don't forget to subscribe, And with that said, that's it for this one. Ride safe, pack out what you pack in, and we'll see you on the next one.
Spotter's about had it.